Well, the Bruins are looking for 5 in a row. Marat Khusnutdinov was one of the heroes, but definitely noticeable and talked about after the game. The tying goal, the shootout winner, Nikita Zadorov, ruffling some feathers for New York Islanders fans. The boys are back home for just a quick game. They were on the road. They head to Toronto on Saturday. But for now, we're going to preview this one against the Ottawa Senators. Welcome to the Ultimate Bruins Show, presented by Jordan's Furniture. Sophia, Billy, and Barry here with you guys from our beautiful Wasabi Studios here at TD Garden. Guys, we're going to go over that win from last game first before we preview this one. Lots of things were clicking. A great third and fourth effort on that tying goal. The PK was huge. Goaltending was big. Some of the youngsters also shining in that one. What else am I missing from that great win?
I think you have everything.
Okay, you guys can go home. You're done.
and a little kerfuffle.
And a kerfuffle, yes.
Yes, with Nikita Zadorov.
Yes. Which was
I like the word kerfuffle.
Yes. We talked about it. You guys said it was an okay penalty to take. He made a statement. But overall, Barry...
Islander fans didn't like it. Sorry to interrupt.
They didn't. Did you see what Zadorov put on Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have that tonight or no?
I don't think we have it, but I'm going to explain it really quick because I can't set it up and not talk about it. But he got a lot of direct messages of fans that were unhappy with him. Islanders fans kind of go home, bleep this, bleep that, swearing at him. And he screenshot it and he said, why don't you guys, instead of messaging me, go to your stadium or your arena and cheer in person? It was like a library in there. That's what he said.
Yeah, and I think that was his intent to begin with.
Yes.
He wanted to get under their skin, kind of motivate things, and we had also talked, it was Geeky and Mayfield, right? That little hit right before then, and we kind of put together that, okay, if you're going to hit Geeky, one of our I'll kind of get things going back on the backside. No, it was great. And he also said he needed to kind of work on his PIMs, get them a little higher, so he got 6 minutes there, and it was 2. But to your point about other things that they did very well that we talked about, their sticks, their gap control, there was some layers that we liked, Billy. They've already played, so far this year, 9 games have been decided by 1 goal.
Yes.
So they and Montreal lead the NHL in that. So the last few games, we're seeing them winning these 1-goal games. At the beginning of the year, they were finding a way to lose, taking too many penalties, mental mistakes, bad coverage in your own end, early goals, late goals in periods, and those types of things are hurting. So they're starting to make, as we've been talking about, baby steps, starting to get things going. Learning how to win on the road is the greatest lesson for a team, because if you can win on the road in a hostile environment, handle that pressure, bend but not break, you got a chance to improve.
Well, why don't we take a look at some of the numbers over this 4-game win streak, their longest so far of the season. Obviously, looking to make it 5 tonight. The power play, 30.8%. That's great. The penalty kill, as usual, all season has been excellent. Their last loss was against this Ottawa Senators team. So
and it wasn't a loss.
It was a blowout.
Yeah, and by the way, the penalty killing wasn't that good that night.
No,
with
4 for 5.
4 for 5.
Yeah,
or 1 for 5. Yeah.
Yeah, the penalty kill was 1 for 5.
Not good.
Let's hope that we do not have a repeat performance tonight.
But we were talking this morning on the morning skate show with Brick about this being perhaps a revenge game. Brick is going to join us a little later on in the show, so we'll revisit that. But first, let's zero in on Marat Khusnutdinov, who was the hero, so to speak. I mentioned a lot of things that clicked, but he got the game-tying goal, and then, of course, the fake shoulder shake. The fake shoulder shake, he called it. The shootout winner. This is his NHL career, 101 games, 10 with the Boston Bruins. So 91, if my math is correct, with the Minnesota Wild before that, guys. Let's go over his goal on Tuesday. Or you want to look at this?
Yes. Real quick before.
Okay, my bad.
Let's get to it. Really, great work ethic by everybody involved. Repeated hustle to get to it, especially right here coming through in a high-skilled play. Really impressive stuff. He's working. Look, you can play a couple of games and just do well, but he's gotten that chemistry, it feels like, with Pastrnak, Barry, and that's big. And to David's credit, the other night, a few games ago, David said, I told him, don't worry about, you do you. I'll adjust to you over there. But if we just take a look at one thing, partner, with Boston, his average ice time in his short time with the Bruins is 13:56. Mini, for those parts of 3 seasons, 11:39. I mean, this year he's at 12:17. So overall, this is a guy who wanted a chance when he was with Mini.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say wanted to get out of Mini. He wanted a chance.
Right.
Now, with Boston, he's getting it. And to his credit, early on in this run, as we take a look at the full page again here,
Yeah.
Barry, hey, you know what? the guy's stepping up, and that's all you can ask out of him.
It is, and we have to remember at the beginning of the season, what was he scratched 5 of the first 10 games? So that's not easy either. I thought he had a good training camp. His eye, the eye tests when he's on the ice, Billy, I'm following him because he's very good at puck possession. He doesn't get it and just get rid of it. He makes plays, and I think that's one of the things that Pasta's like, because he can feed off him a little bit and try and find those open areas. One of the areas early on that I thought the Bruins, and you and I have watched, where they're dumping it too much, they're giving up possession. The Bruins used to be known as a possession hockey club, win the faceoffs and then kind of attack that way. He has the ability to hold on to it, make plays, slow the game down, allow others to join him. That is a skill that the Bruins need.
I also think he's their fastest forward. So,
don't you think the fastest with the puck?
Probably, which is more important, actually. But to that point, I think that initiates the line rush and the forecheck better. And to your point about possession, he gets on. I mean, you look at that goal that he just scored there. So and his quickness helped it. So I think that's something as well that the Bruins need up front. I do. They all have big boys, but they need some faster guys too.
And to your Minnesota example, that was bottom 6 forward. To me, physically, he's not a bottom 6.
Exactly.
To me, if he's going to play in the National Hockey League with his size and his skill, he has to be a top 6. Now, he has to go out and prove that on a consistent basis. As we had said, next man up, opportunity. Give him credit, as you said, for taking advantage of this opportunity here early on.
Well, Zdeno Chara is one of 8 being inducted into the 2025 Hall of Fame, Hockey Hall of Fame. On Tuesday's Unobstructed Views, his former teammates, Patrice Bergeron and Tuukka Rask, they talked about what makes Big Z so special.
But I think Z is just never satisfied. We can see it now, like he's running marathons and Ironmans, after his career. He always wants more. He always wants to raise the bar. And if you look at like how the league has changed, faster, obviously more skilled, younger, yes, of course, but he played till he was 43 years old, and he worked on his skills in the summer. He was a 20-plus year veteran, and he still worked on himself and tried to bettering his game. So, to me, it's like a testament of everything he's accomplished because of his work ethic.
That's exactly a good point, because let's say 0.0001% make it to the NHL, and then 0.00% reach that level that these guys reached. And that's the test. That's why, because they're never satisfied and they never want to stop learning.
More.
No, they always want more. How can I do this? Because this guy beat me once like this. How can I stop him?
That's right.
That's the thing, and that's
never satisfied. It's everyone in the Hall of Fame.
All right, well, we are going to hear about more Big Z, and we're going to have a special over the weekend as well. But we've got to address the elephant in the room. This picture, can we, I guess we can't really zoom in.
The picture on the desk.
The picture on the desk, it was the picture on the Unobstructed View set from Step Brothers. We did. Yay. Great shot. Shout out to, I think, Bobby in our office made this for us. Bergie, that doesn't even look like Photoshop. That looks legit.
Yeah, it does.
Bergie, of course, in the center. The centerman.
They look like 4th graders at a private school.
The centerman being in the center with the 2 goalies. Razor is working. Yeah,
you're so appropriate that the goalies are there between him, because as we know, when goalies retire, Billy, they never play goal.
Oh, no.
They always want to be out, right?
Right. And the best part is Bergie's still skating, and he's skating his backside off. He's having fun, and he probably wishes those guys were in net too to score. It's fun stuff.